Hello from Las Vegas. I have been to Las Vegas countless times and have stayed at almost every hotel. In this video, I'm going to tell you what I think are the 8 best value hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. This list is in no particular order except for that I'm starting at the south end of the Strip and working my way north. The first hotel that I consider one of the best values on the Strip is where I'm staying right now, and it is called Delano. Delano is on the south end of the Strip next to Mandalay Bay. It's considered a 4.5-star hotel, and you get it at about half of the price of the Strip's 5-star hotels. One thing I love about Delano is the huge rooms. Their basic rooms are over 700 square feet. It's the size of a 1-bedroom suite at many other hotels on the Strip. This is a corner room, which is more or less like your basic room, except it's just a little bit different layout. I actually think the basic room has a bit more space than this corner room does, but this is called the Scenic Suite. But I mean, it's the same size as the entry-level room here. And I love the bathroom here. There's your toilet. You have a nice well-lit mirror, dual sinks, and a bathtub in addition to a shower. But yeah, I mean, for typically about half the price of the 5-star hotels and this size of room, I think Delano is hard to beat in terms of value on the Strip. And staying at Delano, you're not sacrificing much luxury versus staying at a 5-star hotel, but you're getting it for half of the price. Some people don't like the location of Delano because it is on the south end of the Strip, but I mean, if you're saving $100 a night versus staying at a 5-star hotel, well then you can afford a couple $10 Ubers each day to get to wherever you want to go. And also they have free transportation options. There's a free tram that goes from Mandalay Bay to Excalibur, and another free tram that you can pick up at Park MGM that goes to Bellagio. So there's a couple free trams that can get you mid-strip pretty quickly. The second hotel that I think offers a great value is the Signature at MGM Grand. This is technically just off Strip. It's right behind the MGM Grand, but it's connected to the MGM via an indoor walkway. Like Delano, here at Signature, you get a nice room at a 4.5-star hotel for half the price of what a 5-star hotel is going to cost you. You're not sacrificing much on the luxury, and you also get a balcony and a kitchenette. I find it really valuable to have a kitchen or a kitchenette while in Vegas because I hate going out for a nice meal and then I'm too full to eat it all, and then it ends up going to waste because I don't have a refrigerator in my room nor a way to heat it up. So I think it's really nice to have that kitchenette. It allows you to store your beverages, your leftovers, and things like that, because it makes my stay a lot nicer. Like Delano, the Signature is towards the south end of the Strip. However, the monorail stops right here at MGM Grand, so that's a convenient transportation option when you're staying here to get further north on the Strip. This is not a free transportation option, but you can buy an unlimited pass that gives you unlimited rides for however long you're here, whether that's 2 days or a week. By the way, my name is Jordan, and this is part of our series on Las Vegas. If you're interested in seeing more Vegas videos and learning more tips about Vegas, you might want to subscribe to our channel, and you can do so for free with the click of a button. The third hotel on this list is always one of my top choices. It's Vdara. Vdara has a great location on the Strip. It's literally right next to Bellagio, Cosmopolitan, and Aria. It's right in the center of the Strip. It's a 4.5-star hotel with big rooms. You get a kitchenette. The views are amazing. And also, it's a huge discount to the 5-star hotels that it's right next to. Like, you're getting it for about half the price of Cosmopolitan or Aria or Bellagio. To give you a sense of how close you are to everything when staying at Vdara, there's Bellagio, there's Cosmopolitan, and here is Aria. You're right in the middle of the action. It's the best location. I love it. I'm not really mentioning prices in this video because the cost of Vegas hotels can vary so much from week to week that it would be doing you a disservice to talk about prices, because whatever they are today, it's going to be different tomorrow and different next week. It's worth noting that all the hotels on this list also charge a resort fee in addition to the nightly room rate. The first 3 hotels are all owned by the company MGM, and they just changed their rewards program where if you're gold or above in terms of their status, well then you get your resort fees comped. So that's one way you can get around those resort fees. Bally's is the fourth hotel on the strip that I think is a great value. And this is a Caesars property, and if you're Diamond at Caesars, well then you can get your resort fees comped as well. Bally's is a good option if you're looking for a cheap hotel that has a great location mid-strip. And as a bonus, for it being a cheap hotel, the rooms are bigger than the other budget hotels, so that's a nice feature as well. I recommend, if you're going to book at Bally's though, to pay the few dollars extra to get a remodeled room. I think that's going to improve your experience a lot. If you like this video, you might also be interested to watch the video we made on how we get free hotel rooms in Las Vegas and all the ways we use to avoid paying resort fees. The fifth hotel that I think offers a great value on the strip is Flamingo. Flamingo, like Bally's, is an older hotel, and it also has a great location in the center of the strip. This is by no means the height of luxury. However, if you want a cheap hotel that has a great location, Flamingo or Bally's might be your choice. Like Bally, since this is an older hotel, I recommend paying a small upgrade fee to get a recently remodeled room if you're staying here. And also, a lot of times at these older strip hotels, you can get a huge suite at a pretty reasonable price. Like, I was looking for rooms for this trip of mine, and at one of these, I forget whether it was Flamingo or Bally's or Harrah's, but at one of them I could get a 1,500 square foot room for something like $100 a night. So that could be a cool option if you want to splurge a little bit, but without spending all that extra cash. By the way, I got the idea to do this video from the channel Yellow Productions. He did a video on the best value hotels in Las Vegas, and his list is completely different than mine, so if you want another perspective on this, you can go check out his video right here. The next hotel that I think is a good value is the LINQ. If you're looking for a cheap hotel that's in a good location, this one might be a choice for you. It is an old hotel, but however, recently the entire thing went through an expensive remodel, so you don't have to worry about booking a remodeled room or anything like that. One thing to note here is that the rooms are tiny. So this might be a good place if you don't plan on spending a lot of time in your room. It's literally just a place to stay and you want a good location on the strip. I like the LINQ despite the small rooms because it's really close to a lot of stuff. You have the LINQ Promenade right here that has great people watching and a whole bunch of affordable restaurants such as In-N-Out. If I want a cheap stay in Vegas, this is definitely one I'd consider. The seventh hotel that I think is a good value on this strip is another Caesars property. The last few have all been Caesars, and this one is Harrah's. Harrah's is kind of getting towards the north end of the strip, but I still think it's a pretty good location. And just like the last three, this is another one you're gonna book if you want a cheap room with a pretty good location. Like Bally's and Flamingo though, Harrah's is a pretty old hotel, so if you're gonna book here, get a remodeled room. Harrah's also went through an expensive remodel recently. However, unlike LINQ, I don't believe they remodeled all of the rooms. Another hotel that I think is an awesome value is Conrad at Resorts World. This is a 5-star hotel and it's pretty darn new. That's currently priced at less than half of the other 5-star hotels on the strip. One downside to this is that it's way north on the strip. It's at the far north end, so it's kind of isolated. However, if I'm saving $100 a night by staying there, I don't mind spending $20 a day for Ubers. They have some issues, like they need to work on their housekeeping, for example, and there are reviews that say like their check-in was super slow and things like that. The housekeeping was really the only issue I encountered. However, I still loved my stay there and I think it's a great value for the money. If you found this video helpful, on the screen here is another video we made in Las Vegas about how we get free rooms and all the ways we avoid resort fees. So click on that until we see you next time, and subscribe to our channel because we're going to be releasing a lot more videos from Las Vegas with all kinds of tips and hacks that's going to make your trip cheaper and better. But before you go, one more thing. Gong that bell so you get notified every time we release a new video, and we will see you on Saturday.